right, and we are back here on the GSMC Football Podcast. And for the final part of the show, we're going to talk about the Bears and Matt Eberflus's excitement over the number 9 overall pick that the Bears also have. So he's excited about the possibility for the teams, what they could do at the number 9 pick. He believes that the number 9 overall pick is a valuable spot where they can secure a blue player who fits their needs. Blue player, like in quotations. The Bears, talked about the Bills earlier, but the Bears, they had a good offseason. And they finally did move off of Fields. I really liked what the Bears did. Signing DeAndre Swift, trading for Keenan Allen. I mean, I think they really knocked it out of the park this offseason. And let's see what they do. And they paid Jalen Johnson, their top corner. I like what they've done. Now, they're playing in a tough division, but now they just got to figure out the quarterback. If they can get the quarterback right, then they got a chance to be really competitive in 2024. And it's going to be Caleb Williams. The Bears could shock us and draft somebody else, but it's most likely going to be Caleb Williams. I know I keep saying that, but it's just there's always that chance that they could just do something else. But yeah, if Caleb Williams, if he is the guy, and you got all these weapons around him with already the weapons they had there with Cole Kmet and obviously DJ Moore, the Bears should be competitive. And also the defense improved last season. Montez Sweat was a good trade for them, and they paid him. So you got to like what the Bears have done, and let's see what they do in the draft. But, yeah, Eberflus feels the team is positioned to take a positive step forward in 2024, especially considering the pressure he faced regarding his job security in 2023. Yeah, I mean, the Bears did end the season better. But now they're going to have a new quarterback. I mean, this was Justin Fields at quarterback. Now you got a rookie quarterback coming in there. So, but again, there's a lot of talent that they will be surrounded by. With their refreshed outlook, the Bears can focus on choosing the best player available at number 9, benefiting from the depth at various positions in the draft. The draft is expected to feature quarterbacks going, with the first 3 picks. So, and they have one of them, obviously. But it's going to be interesting what the Bears now do with this number 9 overall pick. Because with a lot of other teams, they could also trade down. But, like I just said, they could draft the best player available. Would it be possible that they add another receiver? I took a look at Field Yates. He predicts that his recent mock draft, but yeah, he predicts that they'll take Caleb Williams. And then in this mock draft, he has the Bears getting Washington's wide receiver Rome Odunze if he falls to number 9. Odunze is highly regarded by Field Yates, ranking 6th on his board, and offers a combination of size, body control, and instincts that make him a threat at all levels of the field. But if Odunze is unavailable, the Bears could consider selecting offensive tackle Joe Alt or edge rusher Dallas Turner, both top prospects at their respective positions. So they could fall back and take another edge rusher, because I did see something that said that I think Eberflus said he's looking for someone to be opposite of Montez Sweat. And if they draft an edge rusher, if that's what they have to do, if they can't get a Odunze, if that was their plan A, well, he could be their plan B. Or if you want to bolster that offensive line, you go with Joe Alt, who's regarded as the best tackle in this draft, or one of the best tackles in the draft. So the Bears can do a lot of different things. It'll be interesting. Because Marvin Harrison Jr., if you want to go wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably going to get taken before they pick. Malik Neighbors, it seems like he's going to be taken. So, yeah, it might come down to either Odunze or Brian Thomas Jr. At least this is what I'm getting from the stuff I've seen. I mean, if they get Rome Odunze, pair him up with Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, I mean, that's not bad. Again, you're only giving your quarterback, the rich get richer. Your rookie quarterback's going to have some good weapons, even though they already have them. But if you add Odunze to that, I mean, again, the rich get richer. But I don't know if I should be saying that about the Bears just because, the Bears have had their problems over the years, particularly when it's to finding their franchise quarterback. You look at what they did when they got Mitchell Trubisky, what they gave up to get him. And then, of course, they drafted Justin Fields, and now he's not there anymore. Now you have the golden opportunity to have the number 1 overall pick. And, yeah, they're going to draft the best quarterback available, which is going to be Caleb Williams. But, again, there's always maybe they shock us and do something else, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I did want to pull up Rome Odunze's stats, if that's indeed what they decide to do. And I think I have talked about his stats before. But so in 2023, 92 receptions, 1,640 receiving yards, 13 touchdowns. Also had a rushing touchdown as well. The previous season in 2022, he had 75 receptions for 1,145 yards and 7 touchdowns, and another rushing touchdown as well. So, yeah, he's coming off of a great year in 2023, and he'd be that number 3 wide receiver, which, again, would not be bad. He's 6'3", 215 pounds. I mean, we'll see. He could go there. Maybe the Jets. I know I brought up the Jets maybe being a team that could draft him as well. I mean, that those top 4 receivers are going to go within the first 15 picks, right? 15, 20 picks? I mean, well, probably say 15. Because Marvin Harrison Jr. is getting picked in the top 5. Malik Neighbors right there as well. Then it's those other 2 receivers. Where are they going to go? Again, this is just from what I'm seeing. If I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, let me know. But that's at least what I've seen. From that it's going to be those 2 guys, and then it's the other 2, Odunze and Brian Thomas. But yeah, the Bears are another team that can do a lot of different things with this number 9 overall pick. Now, what would probably be the right thing for them to do? Do they draft another playmaker? Do they draft a lineman? They draft an edge rusher? I think you probably... I mean, for me, I think you probably would lean more towards an offensive lineman or add to the defense. Add an edge rusher. Because, again, like I said, I did see... I think, it was Eberflus saying that he wants to add someone to go along with Montez Sweat. So maybe that's where they go. But if you go and draft one of these receivers, you're not going to get any complaints from Bears fans. They're going to be going crazy. But, I mean, it's the same thing with the Jets, too. Because they could draft one of these receivers. They probably will be able to. But what would be more important? Draft an offensive lineman for depth. Because, you got an aging quarterback, and some of the linemen that they did bring in have an injury history. So maybe you want to draft a lineman for depth. And they could do that throughout the draft. Might not be their first pick. Might be with some of their other picks. Same thing with the Bears. The Bears could just say, you know what? We want to take another receiver, and then we'll get some linemen and guys on defense with the rest of our picks. I think, for me, I'd probably lean towards you take a lineman, you take an edge rusher, or someone on defense, another position on defense with that first pick, because with the offense, you have Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. You have weapons. You got a couple of decent running backs. So I think you're kind of set. Maybe you want to go towards addressing other positions that may be more important, like the lineman, like an offensive lineman, like adding a player on defense. But that's just me. Because with the Jets, you look at their receiving core outside of Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams is coming back from an ACL injury, and Allen Lazard had a rough season. The Jets, I could see them being more likely to adding another playmaker, even though they, I think, need more offensive linemen for depth. But again, that's just me. But we'll see. I mean, listen, the Bears are in a good spot. They're in a good spot. Again, we'll see how Eberflus is now in 2024. I know during our production meeting, Tommy, our college football podcast host, he was talking up the offensive coordinator for the Bears because we were talking about the Bears. Yeah, I mean, listen, you could have a defensive-minded head coach, but as long as you have a solid offensive coordinator, that can work. Because the way the league is now, there's so many offensive guys. But with the Bears, they have a defensive head coach. But if you have a solid offensive coordinator, then, that could work. But we got to see what the Bears do at quarterback now. And how... most likely Caleb Williams, how is he going to be when he steps in and he's that guy in Chicago? We'll have to find out. But and we will find out sure enough at the end of the month when the NFL draft comes around. So, but let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think the Bears are going to do with this number 9 overall pick? Do you think they're going to keep it and draft one of these, the best player available, or could they possibly trade back? Because, again, that's also another possibility. Or they could just trade away their picks and Tyson Bagent is the starting quarterback. No. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the show for today. Again, I thought everything was over. I thought all the craziness was over. But then all of a sudden, yesterday, towards the end of the show, Stephon Diggs ends up getting traded to the Houston Texans. Like I said, really excited about that for the Texans. Love the direction that they're going in. Myself, as well as many others, are definitely expecting bigger things out of them in 2024. I'm really looking forward to them. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they could do because they have had a great offseason. And again, you got the draft. For the Bills, they got a lot of things that they have to address. Revamping this receiver core, revamping the defense. We'll see how the new look Bills look next year. And again, we also touched upon Cam Hayward talking up Russell Wilson. So we'll see how Russell Wilson is in his new spot, being the Steelers quarterback. And we touched upon the Bears. And they're 2 top 10 picks. And if you're a Bears fan, you're hoping that, listen, it's great that you could get 2 solid players out of these picks, hopefully. But hopefully for the Bears fans, this is the last time you're picking in the top 10 for a while. Because right now they're putting together a good team. Now they just got to go out there and show that they are a good team. But like I said, they play in a tough division. And they got a rookie quarterback. They're going to have a rookie quarterback, so we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me for today. That is all the time that we have. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And until then, I'm your host, Kenneth Gruenfelder, signing off from the GSMC Football Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Have a good day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.